Hello, Da Vinci. Welcome back. We're now on history, lesson 3 of the week. This is our part 2 of today's lesson. So you've got two different learning objectives today. So can I create a mind map about a significant person in the past who has contributed to national and international events? That's your first learning objective. It sounds like a really long one, but it's not. It's just all to do with looking at one person. The next one says, can I identify events beyond living memory nationally or globally? And that's quite easy because you're quite young, so your living memory is quite short. There's everything before that happened when you were born. So in our previous history lesson from earlier today that went out, we discovered that animals were the first thing that went into space. They were the first thing to go into space travel. Today we're going to look at the first human to ever space travel. This is him here, 4 pictures. His name is Yuri Gagarin. Yuri Gagarin. Now, Yuri Gagarin was a Russian. He was born in Russia in 1934 in a village on the outskirts of Moscow. Now, Moscow is a town or a city, sorry, in Russia. He was an engineer. Just to let you know, we might have some more need for these facts. You might need these facts at the end of your session. So I'd be listening really carefully to all this. And if you need to go back and have a listen to the facts again, you can always go back through the video. So let's listen carefully. He was also a fighter pilot. So he flew a really fast fighter plane. He was shortlisted for the Russian space program from 20 other candidates. Now, when you say shortlisted, it means he was picked from a big long list of people of who would go to space, who all said, I want to go to space, I do. He was picked of one of these 20 people that were fantastic people that could have gone to space, and he was picked because he looked brilliant. He looked like the right man for the job. In 1961, he was the first human to ever enter space. He orbited, which means he went around the Earth in 108 minutes. So he went around the Earth in 108 minutes. That's just under 2 hours. Unfortunately, in 1968, he died in a fighter jet crash. So those fighter jets that he was flying, he unfortunately crashed and he died. Now, here's a quick one. Do you remember what year Yuri became the first human to travel into space? Can you pause the video here, have a discussion, see whether you can remember? If you can't, you might need to go back and have another check of that video. So let's have a look. Pause the video first, then have a discussion. So, it was in 1961 aboard the Soviet Vostok 1. Now that is the ship that it was the rocket that went into space. So let's watch a reenacted video. So in the first line in the description, just underneath my title, I'm going to have this link here, and it's a video which is a reenactment. So it's not real, it's showing you what happened, but it's actors pretending to be Yuri. And it's showing what happened on his mission as he went into space. So I need you to watch that video. So if you pause this video here, you can go and watch that video and then come back to this video, and it means we can then do the activity. Okay, so you need to be listening really carefully to the facts. You need to watch what it looked like and what it maybe felt like for Yuri as he jetted off into space. Okay, so now that you have got those facts, you've got a recap, and these are the things I want us to really know, okay, for our task today. It says, where was Yuri born and when? Now, we've discussed that in our video earlier on in the video. We said it was born in 1934, I believe, and where was he born? Well, that was something. Sorry, where was he born? He was Russian, so he was born in Russia in a city called Moscow. What was his first career? So that was something that we found earlier in this video, so you can go back and you can check. What was the name of his spacecraft? Was his mission a success? How long did it take to orbit, go all the way around the Earth? Why did the first ever why did the first ever human space mission almost fail? So that is something I've not told you. That is something that you would need to know in your video that you watched of Yuri's reenactment. So let's go on to our activity now using all this information that I've told you in this video. You're going to create a mind map of Yuri Gagarin. So I need you to go back to the beginning of the video and look at all those key dates. That's going to help you write it. But before you go do that, let me show you what I'm looking for. So this is what a waggle looks like. It's what a good one looks like. So let's have a look. So this is your challenge 1 mind map. So you've got a picture of Yuri in the middle, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines coming off it. Each line has something about him. So the first line says born in. Now, when was he born? He was born in, and then you need to tell me the date. You could just write the date down underneath. Now, obviously, you don't have this piece of paper, but I'm going to pause the video and allow you to copy this onto this. So you could pause it and you could copy it onto your own paper. You've then got career. So that means, what did he do? What did he do before he was a astronaut? Then, what was he famous for? What was he famous for? That's something we've covered in the video. When did he die? What was his spacecraft that he went to space in? Could you give me some more information about what he did on his mission? That is your challenge 1. That is what I'm looking for if you do your challenge 1. If you're going to do challenge 2, this is what I'm expecting, okay? Challenge 2 is exactly the same with your space mission details, your spacecraft, when he died, what he was famous for, a career, and where he's born. However, next to each one, where I've said born, instead of just writing the date, I've given a bit of extra information. So I've said he was born in Russia in 1934. Then I've said, what more information could I have said about the born in? So I've done another arrow coming off Russia and said he was actually born in a village on the outskirts of Moscow. So I've done another line to give some more information. Now you can see each one of these has one line. However, you can then do another line off your answer and give me some more information. Here's another example. What was he famous for? So I've said he was famous for being the first human to travel to space in 1961. Some more information about what he was famous for could be, and I've done a line off it, saying that he was one of 20 men to have been selected for the Soviet space program, for the Russian space program. So I've given some more information coming from what he was famous for. I hope that makes sense. I'm really challenging you with this one because it is a really difficult subject space. I really want to push us to get the most information out from it. That's everything from today. I expect this to be published and to be posted onto Tapestry. And you really do need to challenge yourself here. These are some really difficult facts, and I know it's a lot of knowledge, but if you go back to the beginning of the video and have a listen through to what the facts were that I read out, that's going to help you fill in your mind map. Thank you very much, Da Vinci, for coming to this lesson. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.